Hello friends, welcome back to another episode of Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon. Before we continue with the main quest, we have to talk to Captain Fergus. I want to show you how you can get the Excalibur sword without having to do this main quest. I don't recommend doing that, but there's an achievement related to getting the sword earlier. So what I would suggest is saving the game first, doing the getting the sword and then loading the game again. Now, besides the achievement related to the sword, there's also another achievement related to Caradoc. If you killed Caradoc, like I did, on Island Asylum, then you can get an achievement when you meet him the second time in Hordes of the South. If you wear his armor set, when you talk to him, you get an achievement. Which is why I have his armor set. You don't have to meet the requirements, obviously. I am not sure if this will work. I'm putting this because once you get the Excalibur, the sword, he will appear. I'm almost at the limit. Alright, that's all you have to do. Now, in order to get the sword easily, you absolutely have to use the special power, which slows down time. And besides that, let me heal myself. Besides that, you need to have the best potions in place, and you need to chuck them quite fast, because as you pull out the sword, it will drain your health. Alright, I'm going to skip the cutscenes and the dialogue, so I'm not going to spoil the story for you. I'm just going to take the sword, and that's it.
This feat I this us you'll
Alright, now we can actually get the sword. And that was it.
I am.
enough, Merlin.
Once you get the Excalibur, you unlock a hidden skill tree, King's Power. Alright, I'm not going to show it now.
Now, before it was, and
We are going to go through this
I told
dialogue once we finish the main quest. This is just a shortcut for those who want to unlock the hidden skill tree and get the achievement in the process.
You've got that look again. Like you've another piece. I'm pretty me, you, when they fight you with that. You've fought, but know that you.
Alright. So that was how you get the Excalibur. Unfortunately, I don't think I got the achievement that requires me to talk to Karadok, which means I will have to go and talk to him. I know where he is, but I will do that in a future episode. For now, let's just quick load the game. And just continue. Because there's still a lot to do before we can take the sword. Alright. I've discovered something you need to know.
Oh, really? And here I thought the Horns of the South had no secrets left to hide from me. But go ahead. Surprise me.
Sewell's tomb has a hidden entrance. You can meet him there.
Have I ever mentioned I'm not a big fan of your sense of humor? Now, tell me what you really want, or walk away. In silence, preferably.
It's true. Merlin experimented on Sewell, so he never died.
This isn't funny. I'm no Galahad, burning people at the stake for heresy, but I don't appreciate this kind of behavior either. Still, judging by the look on your face, you actually believe you've stumbled onto something important. All right then. I'll go and check it out. See what's got you so worked up. It might even be nice to get out of here for a change.
Yeah, go check it out.
I saw what you wanted me to see. We need to talk. Honestly, I'm not sure what to think. Everything I believed has been seriously challenged. I need some time to get used to it. Why did you show this to me? Because it could be that I'd be better off not knowing. What they did to Sewell is unthinkable and absolutely unforgivable. What will the other keepers say? What will happen to the Horns of the South? And what about Camelot? Everything we believed was a lie.
What you believed and what you did with that belief are two entirely different things.
You're right. In the end, it doesn't matter what Camelot was back then.
Yep.
What matters is what we are now. And we did everything in our power to keep the South safe. And to keep our lighthouse on through every storm.
Correct.
But this will be the end of the Horns of the South. No young man will
I
join
don't
our
think
ranks when
so.
hundreds of years of our history are gurgling down the drain.
You can create a new myth.
Any ideas?
You didn't let the past break you, and you decided to remake your own future.
It sounds better than the alternative. That we're a bunch of fools believing in children's fables of knightly honor, valor, and purity. And we'll have to give everyone some hope to cling to after the truth about Seawall comes out.
Yep.
All right. I assume Brandon put you up to this, so you can go and congratulate him. He won. I'll support this case, if only for the safety and well-being of our boys.
Yeah.
I don't have to like it one bit, but I can try to make it easier for the garrison.
Because I suspect the truth is entirely different than what Captain Brandon suggests. I report to the captain that Pyrgas will join his side. Alright, I also went ahead and searched for more tags because there's achievement related to finding all the tags. There are 11 dead keepers with tags across the map, and you have to find them all. There's a 12 keeper who can die, but that's optional. You only need 11 tags. Not sure if I have all of them. Guess we'll see. Yep, I got them all. Got the achievement. If you watched my videos, you found 9 of them. I only had to look for 2 of them. One is in the flooded mine, and this is the flooded mines, and the other one is right here. You need to fast travel to the village and take this path this way, and right around here under the bridge there's a dead keeper. Alright, let's see where we have to go. I dropped everything in my chests. Now I have a lot of space. I will probably be looting a lot to make money. I don't know why I need money, but I like having money. Alright, so you're in the temple, right? Right. At the end of this main quest, we will be sent to Act 2, to Quanacht. Going to Quanacht at level 20 or below is pretty dangerous because the enemies are a lot more powerful. We are now level 23, so it should be slightly easier. We'll probably be level 24 until at the end of the main quest.
So, what news do you bring? Did you talk to Fergus?
Yep. Pyrgas saw Seol's tomb. He seems pretty shaken.
Good. Just as I expected. I do feel for the boy. He really loved Camelot. Probably the last truly loyal keeper. But he had to know the truth. I knew his honor wouldn't let him hide it from the others in the horns. Nicely done.
So I didn't finish the game, obviously. I only played till Act 2, but I'm not sure King Arthur was so bad, at least in the beginning. I think Merlin did something to him. Nicely done. What now?
Now, I'll get one eye, and together we'll go to the horns with the good news. Not
Okay,
everyone will be happy about it. Well, that's for me to deal with.
okay.
Those who don't support us will be released from their oath, and I'll ensure they're safe until they leave the south.
Okay,
After that,
that seems
whatever they
decent.
choose to do is up to them.
Let's go.
Brothers,
Okay, we're not
today
another
marks
achievement.
a new chapter in the history of the Horns of the South. Today, we put an end to fear and poverty. I understand your pain. I know you feel helpless in the face of the looming terror of the weirdness. Camelot has abandoned us, brothers. For years, they've given us no aid. All they do is take our resources, send us to senseless slaughter, and keep us in the dark. Camelot doesn't see us as equals. They've forgotten Seawall Firstfoot's legacy and the promise King Arthur made to us. We were meant to stand as equals. We were meant to be just as powerful as them. And all this time, do you know what they've done to the founder of the Horns of the South? For over 600 years, Seawall has been alive, forgotten by King Arthur and all of Camelot. You don't have to take my word for it. Seawall's tomb is open. Go and see for yourselves. I say, enough. Enough of being fed a rotten myth that turned out to be one great lie. We swore loyalty to the torturers of one of the noblest knights to ever walk Avalon. I say, enough. We will no longer honor an oath made to dishonorable people. We won't let ourselves be exploited any longer. But, my brothers, I bring news. Galahad the Pure, the same Galahad who threatened to burn half our garrison at the stake, is dead.
Yeah, I killed him.
Galahad's death is our chance to break free from Camelot. Enough lies. No more risking everything for those who only know how to take. You're probably wondering, how can we protect the South on our own? How can we defend ourselves when Camelot comes to reclaim their slaves? Yes, that's what we are to them. I know the lockdown of the fortress surprised you, and for that, I truly apologize, but it was necessary to keep you from attacking our new allies, the Del Rita tribes, led by One Eye.
I know, my brothers, I know. This must be a shock, especially since I didn't share my plans with you earlier. But hear me out. Thanks to this alliance between the Horns of the South and the Dalriada tribes, we are securing the safety of the South and our independence from Camelot.
The tribes will provide us with the military support our depleted ranks desperately need. The tribes will help us rid the South of the bandits who've plagued our people for years. Together, we'll share knowledge and resources to ensure a better future for all Southerners.
We will not drain your resources. In fact, we'll replenish your armories and fill your pantries. We'll stand together, fighting side by side to bring peace and order back to the South. In return, all we ask is your loyalty. If you see a brother from the Dalriada fight in the Camelotian,
Stand with our brother. That's all.
Of course, if anyone isn't in favor of this alliance, you have the right to leave the service. I declare a new era for the Horns of the South. Those who don't wish to help build this future are released from their oaths. To those who choose to stay, I promise a good life, and you won't face any more threats. Now, brothers, return to your duties and rest easy. The Horns of the South will endure, and soon we'll be stronger than ever before.
Nice speech. Captain of the Horns of the South, a man who rejects blind loyalty and harbors no illusions about Camelot. Under his command, the southern garrison ceased to be merely an extension of the court's will and began striving for independence. Brandon believes the future lies in an alliance with the Delriata tribes. With their warriors and resources, the region could break free from the crown under his leadership. He is not a man of Camelot, nor does he view himself as a traitor. In his eyes, loyalty belongs to his people, not distant lords. Galad's death means the Horns of the South have avoided mass execution. Captain Brandon opens the fortress gates to the tribes, and with them a new future for the South begins. To some he is a warlord and to others a savior, but to the Dalriata who stand beside him, One Eye is something simpler. A leader who does what must be done. His words cut sharp, not dressed in empty poetry like the tongues of Camelot's nobles. He speaks of survival, of land taken and lives discarded, of a people forced into a war by necessity rather than ambition. He does not ask for understanding, he does not expect mercy. Some call him ruthless, some call him wise. In the end, history will decide, but for now, One Eye marches forward, and those who would stand in his way had best be ready to fight. One Eye stands as Brandon's equal, and Riata walk the horns as freely as the keepers. For now, swords remain seated, but only time will tell whether this is genuine peace or the calm before another storm. Alright. What's next? I've done everything you asked of me. My
An
turn.
honest matter. What do you need?
I'm here for Excalibur.
Ah, right. See, the problem with Excalibur, or indeed any of King Arthur's blades, is that you need to prove you're worthy of wielding it. How are you supposed to do that? Hell knows. But if the pin that secured your entry to the Horns has led you here, I think I know what the one who gave it to you might have been thinking.
What do you mean?
You see, there are many different legends. According to one of them, there are a few places on Avalon where you can prove yourself worthy, whatever that means. And one of those places, as you can probably guess, is nearby. Have you seen the old gong in the sunken village? Well, many years ago, when people still went to the woods for a shit instead of using a privy, it was part of a certain ritual. Only the people who passed the ritual could become keepers.
Oh, interesting. And what does this ritual involve?
Well, none of the living keepers were recruited that way, so we don't really know what happens during the ritual. That's why Galahad now appoints keepers and the captain chooses them. It's just safer that way. I only know that you need to sound the gong and then lie down to sleep at its base.
Oh.
If you wake up, I mean, when you wake up again in the morning, you'll know you've been deemed worthy. Unfortunately, The gong is broken. So first, you'll need to find a way to fix it. And since it's made of weird steel, that's not going to be easy, is it? Fortunately, Oshbrit should be able to help you. A little bird told me he likes to play with weird steel when nobody's looking. Just tell him I sent you, and he won't give you any trouble.
If all those recruits were worthy, why did none of them try wielding Excalibur?
Well, of course they tried. It turns out that the keepers who passed the ritual could hold it longer than anyone else. Maybe it'll be enough for what you need, and maybe something entirely different will happen. It's your risk and your decision.
If I wake up?
Well, I'm not going to lie. From what I've heard, many people never woke up. They fell into eternal slumber, so well, that's why we abandoned the tradition. And those who woke up were changed, and none of them ever wanted to say exactly what happened there.
What if it doesn't work?
Then you'll have to find someone smarter than me, because I already told you everything I know.
All right.
Go, and may the southern wind be in your favor. If you need anything from the old captain, you know where to find me.
Sure thing. Ooh, got a lot of experience. Weird stone. What else do you have here? An empty chest. Books. And that's everything, I think. Nice painting. Alright, let's go talk to the blacksmith.
What a nice day.
Yep. What do you think about Brandon's deal with the Dalriata?
Riordan's back, and with the Dalrita, no less. Bold move. Let's hope he knows what he's doing, or the keep's going to be in for one hell of a mess.
There's an ancient gong in the sunken village. Can you fix it?
Why would you want to fix it? Do you even know what it is?
Yep.
Take some advice from an old man. If there's a giant, ancient statue that somebody tried to turn to dust, they must have had a good reason for it.
I need to repair to become a keeper.
Well, if you put it that way, then I suppose I have to tell you the truth. Otherwise, the terror from the sea will bite me in the ass while I bathe.
Of course I can fix it. I've been doing this kind of thing since I could swing a hammer. It's a skill we pass down from master to apprentice, generation to generation. Nothing fancy, just good old blacksmithing. Obviously, though, you'd have to bring me a couple things so that I can actually do it.
Okay, he needs material cobweb 15 and he also
Greg,
needs...
you went and made armor based on the Armor's Almanac, didn't you?
Yeah.
I should have warned you. That's a terrible idea.
Why?
Those books are the biggest load of crap I've ever come across. And I've talked to Hrolf when he's had a few too many.
Alar said it would be better than the armor worn by the keepers.
Yeah, well, Alar is a fanatical follower of that Shadow Blade. He's read a couple of those books, and suddenly he thinks he knows my trade better than I do after 40 years in a forge. He even had the nerve to argue with me. Now, I told him, I can hammer your face just as easily as this steel. Well, that shut him up quick.
Funny. I can see you don't respect Ardent Shadowblade.
Ardent Shitblade, you mean? Of course I don't respect him. That fool is ruining the reputation of every armorer out there. No one knows who he is or why his nonsense even gets published. But plenty of people would love to get their hands on him. I'd gladly get rid of him myself.
That can be arranged.
Well, if you could find him, knock some sense into his empty head, and cut off his hands, so he'd never write another book. I would cover you in gold.
Do you know where he might be?
I've got no idea. Maybe Allah knows something. He's the biggest admirer of that charlatan I've ever met. He's been trying to share the wisdom of those books, but I chased him off and haven't seen him since.
Then I'll start searching.
Thank you. You'll not only make this old smith happy, but the entire guild will be grateful.
Alright. So we got a new side quest from him. We won't be doing that. We'll continue the main quest. We have a gong to grab. Let's see what it is. Okay, it's right here. How do we get there? Oh my god, I don't have any fast travel points close to that. Okay, let's go to the mansion. Oh my god, that's so funny. Okay, should be on the island in the middle maybe? Yep. Okay, there's a guy here. Hop.
Oh, a wanderer in the sunken village. You must be lost. Back in the day, you just needed to look at the stars and you'd know where you were going. Now, even they are misplaced.
Haven't we met before? We were both prisoners on the island asylum.
Island asylum? I don't remember being there, not clearly. But when I look at your face, something stirs. Yes, I'm sure we've crossed paths before. And look at you now, out in the world, breathing the fresh air. That's something to treasure, my friend. Freedom is a gift, even when it feels heavy. Enjoy it.
Who are you?
I guess I'm just an old man listening to the sound of the sea. Every wave carries a story, you know. Some are whispers, others are roars. I like to think they're keeping me company. Long ago, I decided to wait for something to happen. So I'm waiting.
Waiting for what?
For what's ahead of me. But I can feel that it's closer than ever. Everything that's around us, it's not yet the end. And that thought really bothers me.
The monsters here don't attack you?
Monsters? I think you misunderstand. I don't see any monsters here. Only lost villagers, still clinging to their home. It's sad, but as you can see, not much depends on us. The world just keeps on happening. And you happen along with it. They were given some time which they've tried to use as much as they could. That's all. I'm glad they allow me to stay here despite what happened. I like this place.
You're not afraid of this place?
It's the cycle of life. There's nothing to be afraid of. If you're afraid, it means you're struggling with something too much, my friend. Sometimes you just need to sit and look. Watch everything turn.
Do you need anything?
I have everything I need. The entire world in one place.
Tell me about the sunken
The sunken
village.
village was not always sunken. But one day, someone, undoubtedly important, made a decision, undoubtedly necessary, that it would be better to make it so. So the wave came and made the village into the sunken village. And its inhabitants, well, you can see for yourself.
So you're saying that someone flooded the village?
I know that some druids did it. Specific individuals, although their names have long been forgotten. This is no great mystery, my friend.
Why did the druids do
You
this?
have to ask those responsible for the flood. Who knows what's going through people's heads? Maybe someone ordered them to do it. We'll never know.
What happened to the druids responsible for the flood?
That's a good question. Maybe they burnt during the charred conclave. Maybe not. Nevertheless, the punishment was delivered and justice prevailed. Once again, the world was made a better place. At least that's what those who set fire to the stakes preach. All in the name of the Word.
The Red Priests are responsible for the massacre of the druids?
Among others.
Wow.
This wouldn't have happened if not for Camelot's desperation. Hey, many tragic decisions were made. I don't know if the word was so unambiguous or if its interpretation failed. What happened on the fields of the charred conclave wasn't just about the flood, my friend. It was about things and forces we don't understand.
When did the flood take
Long
place?
ago enough for people to have no chance of discovering why it happened. And yet, recently enough that this place still reminds us of it. Now the village is what it is, and the past has washed away. At least it can still be home for them. And I'll stay and look. These are interesting times indeed.
All right.
Before you go, I would like to ask you one thing. Who are you?
I don't know.
I understand. I see you. I hear you. And I have a feeling that you will find what you're looking for. Farewell. And thank you for visiting me, my friend. You can come keep me company whenever you want. The sunsets here are beautiful.
That's interesting. That's an interesting character. An old man lingers by the water, speaking of waves as if they carry secrets only he can hear. He does not fear the lost ones who roam here. He does not call them monsters. They are simply those who could not leave. He understands them. He too is waiting for something, or perhaps for nothing at all. Alright, I got a broken gong. Now I need to go back. Before I repair the gong, I wanna see if I can get the achievement. With Caradoc. I think he's somewhere around here. I've never been here. Yeah, I think I must come from this side. If I'm not mistaken. Whoa! Whoa. Yeah, I think it's this way. Ooh, what's this? Oh, I think I've been here. I'm no longer in the business of mining. Alright, so I think we can only climb from this side of the mountain. It will soon be dark. Alright, and then to the right. Somewhere around here. Oh, I did not see you. Oh. Oh God, no. All right. Sure, I'm just going to... Oh, I think we need to talk. Was this gong already here in your time?
Perhaps. I cannot say for certain. My memory remains too clouded. It seems familiar. I do not feel my soul bound to it, but I know our path shall lead us here, one way or another. Something lingers beyond this gate. Something ancient. That much I know. We'll find the truth soon enough.
Interesting. All right. I think I'm going to change my gear now. Because I don't know what exactly he is. Oh, this is the other side. So it would have been faster to go this way. This is where I arrived from Island Asylum. Yep. Oh. Okay, we have an enemy. That. And what's this? A swordmaster's ring. Nice. And we have a druidic shrine. Another one. Nice. There you go. We got the experience. The druidic spirits are grateful. That means that we visit all of them. Calm animals. I got a new spell. And this is the gong. Nice. Oh, and on the other side. Should be up, probably. Oh, yep. Here it is. Oh, let me save.
I was wondering when I'd
Yep.
see you again.
Got the
And
achievement.
here you
Double
are.
identity. I kill you. How are you alive?
Well, that is one question I can't answer. And even if I did, you wouldn't believe me. You will see for yourself soon enough.
Why did you attack me? What was all that? What was that all about?
You've found yourself in the middle of a mess that's been brewing for 600 years.
All right.
Every single time things go down the shitter on this island, a bunch of cowards in Camelot bring our once and future king back from the dead. It's happened before. It will happen again. And soon. My journey, my mission, is to stop this from happening.
What do I have to do with all
What
this?
the Red Priests did to you must have been horrible. And yet, you've gained a unique ability to contain Arthur's powers within you. And what can be contained can be killed. That is why your assistance might be of help on my journey. My goal is to destroy King Arthur, to get rid of him, once and for all. There are pieces of his soul scattered across Avalon. I could use help in finding, collecting, and destroying them.
You will do no
And I see
such
you
thing.
found my pin. It's good that you've taken it with you. That's exactly what I wanted to give you back on the beach. The
Why?
plan is to steal Excalibur, or at least what's hiding within that damned blade. A piece of our king is bound to it, and so it needs to be destroyed. The sword is kept in the horns of the south. It's a fortress, but if someone has this emblem, they can enter freely.
Yeah,
But
I
how to
already
reach
got
it?
that.
And how to remove the soul from it? Well, that's for you to find out. I assume you'd have to come up with a way to survive its power. If it was easy, someone would have already done it. But if there's anyone who could do it, I'd say someone carrying a piece of the king's soul inside has a high chance of success. The only piece of advice I can give is that you need to find Brandon, the captain of the Horns of the South. Back in the day, the Keepers used to perform a ritual, something that allowed them to sustain Excalibur's power for longer than most. This is what you need to learn more about. All I can tell you is that you need to find the captain.
Yep, already
Brendan's
did.
his name. He'll tell you the rest.
I didn't say I'd help
You
you.
can decide to help me, you can decide to help him. At this point, it doesn't even matter, since we're both after the same thing. I'm sure he wants to regain his power, and I want to destroy every single piece of his soul. Either way, you'll be helping us both. Now, it was nice talking to you, but I can't stay here all day. I'll be keeping a close watch over your journey.
All right. Once a knight, bound by duty to the Round Table, he has long since abandoned notions of honor and loyalty in favor of grim necessity. Disillusioned with the legends he once served, Caradoc is now dedicated to ending King Arthur's reign for good. He believes that every resurrection of Arthur only brings Avalon closer to ruin, strengthening the witness and hastening the island's downfall. A hardened warrior with a pragmatic mind, Caradoc has spent years tracking the fragments of Arthur's soul, seeking to destroy them before another misguided attempt at resurrection can take place. He works alongside those who share his goal, though he rarely speaks of his allies, preferring to keep his own counsel. Though blunt and world-weary, he is not without a sense of humor, albeit one as sharp and bitter as the blade he carries. Nice. Alright, what's this? once again. Let me switch to my armor set. Alright, that's a lot better. Oh, lair of the beast? What is the lair of the beast? I don't want to die here. The pyroclast core. Charge by dealing fire damage. Summon a burning rain of fire within an area for 12 seconds. Ooh, that's pretty good. Oh my god. What is this? Jesus. This was the beast. Whoa. Whoa. Questing beast egg. What? Once carried for long enough, it can be hatched by resting near a bonfire. Oh, questing beast egg. Wow, alright. I'm not sure I want to do that. So I'm going to put it in the chest. If I can. Okay, I sure can. Now what's the... Okay, the closest festival point is right here. I have what you wanted in order to fix the gong.
How did you,
Doesn't
forget
matter.
it. I don't even want to know. Just give
No.
me a moment.
You don't want to know.
Here. That should do it. Do whatever you need to, if you're really sure about this. But please try to come back alive.
Is there anything I should know?
I have nothing to tell you. I could try to talk you out of it, but I'm guessing that wouldn't work.
Nope. Oh, don't tell me I can't put the egg here. No, I can't. That's not good. There you go. Alright, where do I have to go? Oh. Okay. Back to the island, back to Hope. Let's see what happens. Oh. Once carried for long enough, it can be hatched by resting near a bonfire. Huh. Interesting. Alright. So the beast won't simply pop up in front of me. That's good to know. Alright, hope disappeared. Interesting. Okay, this is the gong. Oh my god. What the hell is this? I've just been eaten by a sea worm. Oh.
Who dares disturb my peace?
What the hell is that?
You made an oath never to summon me again.
Forgive me, my lord. I want to be deemed worthy to touch the Excalibur.
Excalibur? Wait. Is it really you? You, who come from a time beyond. Show yourself before me.
Do I know you?
It seems he speaks to me. Allow me to answer him.
Oh.
Welcome, old friend. I can see that you know me, but I am a mere shadow of my true self. I don't remember you, Lord of the Seas. Forgive me. That's what you told me, my friend. The next time we see each other, you will not remember me. But you are here now. The will and the power led you back to this place. Even in this incomplete form.
Is this a $4?
For myself? I wish to restore Avalon to its former glory, yet I don't know how. Avalon's fate has never rested upon one person alone, not even one as great as King Arthur. Yet here you are, trying again, restless and eager to take the responsibility again. I salute you, my friend. Tell me what I must do to be worthy to lead Avalon once more. I do not think I have the strength.
Your path is true. Seek wholeness, and Avalon will reveal what it needs from you. And yes, you need to touch Excalibur.
Thank you, my friend.
And you, mortal. You have given yourself to the King's service. You are worthy of a place among the keepers of the South. Arthur, take out your sword and fear no failure. It is yours to take. It always was. I deem you worthy, my friend. The promise I gave thy mother is fulfilled, and thus our pact is ended. You know where to look for your soul. Trust yourself. And when you reach your journey's end, I trust you will make the right choice.
Wow, that was so interesting. I love this game. Alright, I think we can return and see if we can wield Excalibur, at least for a little while. Just enough to take the piece of Arthur's soul. Oh, I did not want to do that. Alright. Now, oh. Okay, now before that, I would like to level up. I'm going to try to increase my critical chance. Magic critical chance 21, 22. Alright. Perception, critical chance by 2%. I don't think I need stamina, really. Oh, yeah, I need to go to this node, so I'm going to take Cascade. And then I'm going to take all the points in this node. Alright, now let's talk to Arthur. That creature Caradoc slew, it didn't look natural. What was it?
That one, I remember.
The beast.
It was a weird beast.
Weird
born
beast.
from the nightmare of Pelennor, one of my knights.
Wow.
His family spoke of a legend of the questing beast, a relentless monster that hunted his ancestors without end. He made it his life's mission to slay it, and yet, no such creature existed in the homelands. But when we came here, it appeared before him. Poor Pelennor died the moment he saw it, overcome by terror. It was Palamedes who struck it down. This weird beast looked the same. I can only assume it is a spawn of Pelinor's demise.
Wow. You and the Lord of the Seas, you seemed close.
Yes, it seems we knew each other well during the war. And this proves that I sought allies beyond our own forces. And I trusted him enough to carry the knowledge of Excalibur. This must count for something.
Yep. Alright. Now we have a sword to wield. I think. Now it's much easier. It doesn't drain your health so fast. But the rest plays out the same.
I am his will, the fire that bends the world to his command.
Bind the soul to the stone.
I am the blade that shapes kings and shatters tyrants.
All right. And now we will see a piece of Arthur's memories.
Enough, Merlin. You can't keep throwing lives into this abyss. These experiments, they're destroying what remains of us.
Destroying us? They're what's keeping us alive. Do you think the Fall Dwellers will stop for pity or mercy? Every soul we lose here saves 10 more on the battlefield. You told me to do this. You sanctioned this. And I'm close to getting it right. I know it.
No, we can't justify this. There's no victory worth such a cost.
You know full well, Arthur, that this isn't about victory. It's about survival. If we don't push these boundaries, there will be no future for your kingdom, for Avalon. You dream of peace, but without victory, there will be no peace to dream of. The path ahead is brutal, but if we relent now, we lose everything.
And yet we keep losing people and gaining nothing in return. We must change the path.
They volunteered for this.
They volunteered to save our kingdom, and you've gotten no closer to doing it. Their sacrifices cannot be in vain, Merlin. Find another way. Use your mind, your wisdom. Leave this slaughterhouse you've created behind.
A different way. That will take time, and resources we may not have. The enemy won't wait.
They will if I make them. Whatever it takes, I will buy you that time. Find me a weapon that wins this war without annihilating what we fight to protect.
Whatever it takes.
Yes. Let it be known that it was my decision, and I will bear the consequences of it.
Oh no, my king. People can never know. It was all my idea, and you knew nothing about it. All of us have our role to play. You are the leader, and they need to love you. If we win, you need to become more than a man. You need to become a symbol.
Yeah, the voice acting and the subtitles weren't synced, but we got the idea. So I think Merlin is the villain, at least in Act 1. That's what I think. So we unlocked the king's power, skill tree, king's soul, skill tree. All right, we're not going back. We have leveled up, so we can
No.
already. Oh,
I remember.
so you knew all about it.
Before you judge me, it all seems so obvious now, doesn't it? The right thing to do. It wasn't back then, and you can trust me on that. We were on the brink of losing the war, and wars aren't won with wishful thinking. There was no clean path, no noble answer. Only the weight of reality pressing down on our necks. Something had to be done, or everything we fought for would have been in vain. And in the end, the ones who stepped forward, who chose to pay the price, made it possible. And their deaths gave Merlin the knowledge he needed to finish his work. To find something that could really turn the tide in our favor.
You really think that experimenting on your own man was justified?
Justified? No. Justification is for those who have the luxury of doubt. And I had a kingdom to save. They were brave men who volunteered their lives, just as they did every time we rode onto the battlefield. The difference was that if Merlin succeeded, one man's sacrifice could have saved us all, could have ended the war before more blood was spilled. If sacrificing a few meant the survival of all, then there was no choice at all. Maybe they never saw justice. Maybe their real stories were erased from history. Call it cruelty. Call it madness. But if I'd done nothing, there would be no Avalon left to argue over. But the kingdom still stands. The people live. And that has to mean something.
Yeah, it means you're a jerk. You agreed to lie to your people about your role in all this.
I did. But this wasn't about pride. It wasn't about saving face. It was about survival. The truth about all this would have broken my people. I couldn't allow that. And a king doesn't get to flinch. If that meant carrying the weight alone, so be it. I would make that choice again if I had to.
So, did he come up with... what did he come up with to win the war?
I told him to stop the experiments on our men, but to keep going. And he did. He started experimenting on the four
Oh my god.
The enemy. If their bodies could be broken down, their power turned against them, wasn't that their own doing? Wasn't that fair? So he figured out how to twist the Four Dwellers' power into something we could wield. I told him to conquer the weirdness. And in the end, he did.
Wow. What?
He found a way to make me stronger. Stronger than any man had the right to be. It wasn't just magic. It was something deeper, older. A force that reshaped me.
And you became a monster.
And with it, we won. The war ended. Avalon was ours. The bloodshed stopped. The banners were raised. And the kingdom stood safe.
Does victory erase the price you paid for it?
That's the question, isn't it? I keep thinking about Seawall. He was ready to pay the ultimate price for what we were fighting for. And I thought he did. I grieved him. Told myself his sacrifice had meaning, that he had given his life for Avalon. And now, after all these years, finding him like this, I told myself I carried the weight of my choices. But seeing him, I wonder if I ever truly did.
Nope. Wow.
You've got that look again, like you've seen something you wish you hadn't. Another piece of the king's soul reclaimed, right?
Yep, Mr.
What did it show you this time?
Merlin and Arthur talking about ancient experiments.
Merlin and his obsession with the weirdness. The king thought it could save us. Merlin thought it could be controlled. Together, they were willing to tear the world apart to win.
You know more than you're letting on. Can you start making sense?
I was a prototype for Merlin's latest idea. Immortality. Me and Seawall, the king's loyal pawns. Used and discarded when they found a better way. When they decided to go even deeper into their madness and turn our king into a monster.
I thought so. You didn't end like Seawall.
Seawall was Merlin's first attempt. I was the last. We could say I was lucky, but to say that would take a truly macabre sense of humor, don't you think?
Why didn't you fight back?
Fight back? Against who? Merlin? The king? You don't fight gods when you're just a pawn on their board. You endure. You wait. And when the time comes, you either break, or you're left to clean up their mess. That's what I do. What I've always done.
Did Arthur know what was happening?
Even if he didn't, he should have. He was desperate to win. And desperation doesn't leave room for conscience.
He knew.
Every scream, every scar. Even if he didn't see it, he allowed it. That's as good as approving it.
What do you mean, clean up their mess?
The monsters, the weirdness, the chaos. All of it leads back to them. We're left in the ruins of their grand plans, trying to uphold their ideals, fighting for what never was. It's time to bury all these fairy tales in a well-deserved grave. And that's what I do.
I spoke with Arthur. He said he had to do it or humanity would be lost.
Of course he'd say that. There's always a scapegoat and a convenient excuse for men like him. But it doesn't absolve him. Not when he was the one who unleashed this madness on all of us. He wanted victory, no matter the cost. And when you want something that badly, you stop looking too closely at what's being done in your name. And, after all, who said we were supposed to win this war? Who said we were supposed to survive?
Yep. I assume you still want something from me?
You've seen what they did. What he did. And that's not the end of the story. It's not the extent of their sins. Find the pieces of his soul. Put him back together, if that's what it takes. And then we, or I alone, if you decide to defy me, can end the cycle. Either way, we will get to his resurrection. I've seen it too many times to believe the cycle will be broken before it happens. But know this. Once he's whole, Arthur's power his mistakes, and his madness will all return. And when that moment comes, I'll be there. Whether to stand with you or step over you. The choice is yours.
All right.
Just remember that when that happens, and you stand by his side, there won't be room for both of you.
All right, all right. If I'm going to fix this, I need to know where to start.
Start. You've already started. But if you want the next piece, head to Kunacht. The menhir there is failing. The weirdness swallowing what's left of the village. You will need to find another artifact. The shield our king gave to Palamedes. He was one of the king's finest. A voice of reason amidst the madness. But it didn't save him or his legacy from what they had coming. Find the shield. And then, well, we will meet again. We'll see if your perspective changes.
All right. All right, all right. The second act is opened. The second region. We will head there once we finish a couple of more side quests like Blade in the Shadows maybe and Pumpkin Peril. I don't know if this sends me to Kunacht or I can complete it on the Horns of the South map. I guess we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up the episode here. Thank you everyone for watching. It was very interesting. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.